The gentleman from Nebraska, Mr. Flood's recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding this hearing today. I'd like to maybe just explain my thinking on this topic. I know there's been some discussion of the way DeFi could change finance, but in my view, the largest implications of DeFi are unrelated to the financial applications. Smart contracts could change things that have nothing to do with speculating on assets or currency. It's the technology we're talking about, not trading or wallets, that could really change the world. This leads me to what's called Web 3.0. I am fascinated by how a decentralized web could change the applications that we use every day. If we have a decentralized web, it would disempower the big tech intermediaries that wield so much influence today. I'd like to demonstrate what I mean by an example. If you're a creator of videos, right now you're probably using YouTube to get your videos out there. Now, if you're putting your videos on YouTube, then your income stream is beholden to the rules that YouTube has regarding how much ad revenue they share with their creators. Everything flows through a centralized intermediary between the creator and the revenue generated from the audience. What a decentralized web would do is cut out that intermediary. The creator, as I understand it, would own what they create, and they'd keep the lion's share of that value that their creation brings. That would have to be beholden to the terms of a corporate third party hosting their work. They wouldn't have to be beholden. The infrastructure of the platform itself would guarantee they are compensated directly for the value they bring. Ms. Reddick, I know Polygon Labs is involved with some Web 3.0 projects. Can you talk a little bit about those projects and your thoughts more broadly on a decentralized web?
Sure. Thank you very much for the question, Congressman. Polygon Labs builds the networks on which all of these Web3 applications are built. And those types of applications abound, including both in the financial context and otherwise. One of the use cases we didn't talk about, but you touched upon, is the idea of creation and the ability to hold your own IP, not just your own assets or your own data, although that's critically important. And so those types of creator platforms, including social media, it really returns ownership back to individuals, and that's one of the great benefits of a decentralized web.
Just continuing with you for a second here, do you have any sense of how far along we are to a potential decentralized web, and at what point do you envision we'd see decentralized web solutions more broadly offered for consumers, like consumers of social media and other applications?
Sure. I'd say that the internet has been around for 40 or 50 years, and that we're probably not even 25% of the way into that for Web3, but very far along and moving at an exponentially rapid pace.
Ms. Reddick, do you have any thoughts? You know, I guess I got to back up. My background is in media, and I've thought a lot about how a decentralized web could change traditional print media, broadcast media, and how we consume the news more broadly. And right now, newspapers are going out of business across the nation, and as a result, fewer journalists are watching the school board and all of these different political subdivisions. Do you have any thoughts on this topic?
Thanks very much for your question. I do think that a decentralized web or Web3 applications is changing the way that we consume information. It's coming a lot more organically from individuals who are witnessing the news in a way and able to bring it onto the web in an immutable context, and also to crowdsource information in a way that traditional media may not be able to right now.
I appreciate that. It can be challenging, I think, to forecast what the great next innovations are going to be. I'm excited about what this is. I see a world of opportunity for America. I see us as the one country that can harness this like we did the internet, and with the right protections for consumers and safety and internet sex trafficking and all those things, we should lead the world in blockchain. Now, candidly, I don't know if the blockchain is the technology that's going to bring this to bear, but plenty of smart people do think blockchain is our next transformational technology. One of the things that the chairman and I really agree on is that there is so much innovation opportunity for America if we harness this technology in the right way, protect our citizens, protect the vulnerable. I just hope that as Congress continues down this path, we don't suffocate innovation in a way that lets another country or series of countries have an advantage over what should be an American opportunity. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.